Morning, everybody. Okay, I've been working on this corral panel fence I put up for my deer to keep the deer out of my garden. And the way it was, when I would try to swing it open, these two panels would touch each other. So I had just like a V, and I couldn't swing them both open at the same time. But down here where the pivot was, I put a pipe in, and that gives me a gap where this panel will swing completely open and this panel will swing completely open, unrestricted. That way I can open up both sides of this and have free access to get my tractor through there, and I'm not turning out, to get past this panel. But couldn't figure out what I was going to use to make the pin loops, and it finally dawned on me. I had some empty barbed wire spools, and the end pieces have these loops on it. I was going to show you the end of that spool, but anybody that's ever built fence with the barbed wire spools, at least some brands of barbed wire, they have like a star on the end. There's four loops on it. So I just bent them over, cut them off, and then just welded them to that pipe to give me a place to put a pin. That's what I've been doing off and on this week, and you can see by this grass that just how crooked that was. It was leaning all the time because I just had some T-post stuck in the ground, and the wind would blow all the time, as it does in Oklahoma, as it's doing right now. But kind of straighten that up. It's kind of hard to show it straight because of the way it connects and the lay of the ground. But, I finally got around to doing that. It just takes me a long time to do things. Need to put some more zip ties on these. It like I said, it keeps the deer out. Now it doesn't keep small varmints out that can crawl under that. I haven't had any trouble with the small varmints eating my garden like the deer do. Oh, we're possibly going to get a frost or freezing temperatures, near freezing temperatures, Saturday night. So I've held off planting any warm season crops, although I planted some corn. It got buried by a downpour of rain before it germinated, so it came up really sporadically. And instead of waiting to see if any of the rest of it would eventually come up, I just tilled up what there was and replanted that yesterday. I know it's a pain looking through this deer netting, but I was getting over here to where maybe the wind wouldn't blow in the microphone. There we go. I've got some mustard greens coming up to the left over there. You can't really see them very good, but these two rows just this side of the broccoli plants is beets. Then I got some collards in between them and the mustard greens. Oh, my English peas didn't come up very good. They never do, the way our weather is. But I'll plant green beans and the rest of that, skips and everything. We'll get some green beans in there. Probably after this weekend, maybe. Maybe we won't have any more cold weather. Yep. There's a big gap between one end of this fence to the other. Now on this opposite end, I just left an overlap because the panels don't come out even on the end here, so I just leave these overlapped. I've got a big old thick piece of rebar drove in the ground, my handy baling wire attaching it, which this panel, they'll both swing out. That way I can get the tractor through the opening. These panels are 12 foot long, so it's a 24 foot wide opening down here. As you can see, it's a little less here. Okay, that's about all of the garden. Got a couple of elderberries coming up. I did plant some more trees. I've got a kefir. Now let me go over here and look. Make a liar out of me. Oh yes, see. Yeah, kefir pear. This other little stick down here is a pineapple pear. You don't hear much about it, but supposedly it's an old variety. And then I planted 2 crab apples up here, mainly for food for the wildlife. We don't eat a lot of jams and stuff like that, so probably won't be making any jelly or anything like that with them. Probably going to get some wind noise now. But, yeah, we've had to mow already twice. Oh, we've been getting a lot of rain. I've got potatoes planted over there, and I may have to try to cover them up for Saturday night. They're not very tall yet, so it won't be too hard to cover them up. I can do it with the tractor. If not, I'll just use a hoe and pull some dirt up around them. As you can see, they're just now really starting to break the ground. Looks like 8 rows. That'll be a lot of taters. But this was an old garden spot. I had a trailer house over here. Lived in it for about 16 years. But this is where I would garden. It was right out here. But it's been just grass covered for the last umpteen years. Finally got over here and done some mowing. Need to do it again. It kind of growed up. I leased it out for a couple of years, and it was pretty much neglected. So no more of that. Oh, as you can see, we're getting a few little strawberries, but also getting some fire ants. This whole raised bed will probably be a fire ant mound by the end of summer. You just can't hardly grow anything in something that's permanent without getting fire ants taking over. Oh, I didn't even mention my little hoops. What was I thinking? In case it gets too hot on these, I put these little loops, this little gray PVC electrical pipe, and made me a little hoop over these containers so I can put some shade cloth over these to help hold the heat down. I chose the gray electrical PVC because it has UV protection. Unlike the white water pipe, it's going to get hard and brittle on you and break, and this gray PVC will hold up to the UV light a lot better. Oh, my figs out here, as you can see, they got froze back. They'll probably come back. I think I see yeah, this one's coming back way out here. I'll probably chainsaw all that off and probably won't get a crop. That's why I grow them in the greenhouse. Even though you know, they freeze back to the ground, usually there's enough life in the root that they'll send up some new growths. Okay, we'll get off here now.